What's up? It's your boy. It's GTO. Vibes with GTO, man. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal for speaking the truth. He said that if LeBron played in his era, he wouldn't have the longevity that he's had. And I agree. One telltale sign is just look at how much LeBron flops. Look at the highlight reels. Look at how much LeBron tries to control the narrative in the media. Really, basketball now has become more of a media presence thing. And I read a lot of articles from websites that aggregate content. And you can tell the people who have publicists posting stories because you always see it comes up. Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians, LeBron James, his son, they're writing articles on his son now. And it's just like, we live in the era now. Like, come on, man. You can't pluff something up. It's like nobody, people just want real stuff. And me, I'm not a fan of basketball anymore. It's like, looking at Shaquille O'Neal and breaking basketball goals and, intensity, knowing and hearing the stories about Michael Jordan, who, if you talk noise to him, he trying to kill you. People saying, man, we couldn't sleep the night before. Man, most of these players are buddy, they all cool. They doing load management. We never heard of things like that, back in the day. And then it's like people paying all this money. And Shaq is right. I don't care how much money you get. You can't take back what I saw and what I know. You feel me? And I'm at the I excelled in this game. And, he's absolutely right. You got somebody like Kobe who really, I always, like Shaq is saying, I know what I saw. Kobe, I saw Michael Jordan in him and never knew that throughout his career, him and Michael Jordan would talk. He would hit Michael Jordan up and ask for advice and things like that. But he also had that mentality that no matter what, man, I'm coming for you, going after you, I'm trying to destroy you. That's what it is. I'm not trying to be cool. I'm not trying to be buddy. It's about me being the best I can be on the court, being available on the court and doing what I need to do. And these players, they get paid so much. And to every person has the right to follow what they follow, like what they like. But, it's definitely not the same. It's not cool. And I hope the NBA makes some changes because, when you in sports, it's supposed to be gladiator, like gladiator school. You get paid those big bucks for a reason. I'm not supporting these teams, these players that don't even compete with the same level, the same compassion, just seeing the same old things. It's just like, man, come on. And what you end up doing is just diminishing your product over time. And it may not sink in now, but, we know the ratings are down. And things will continue to go in a different direction as long as they're trying to, play the game in that direction, because you have people who aren't going for it. So shout out to Shaquille, shout out to Barkley, them old school cats. I was always taught old school cats, can teach you a lot of knowledge, a lot of game. They understand it. And Shaq is right, man. I know what I saw. And I'm looking at it too. I know what I'm seeing. And this is nothing that appeals to me. So, for all these, people that think LeBron is this or that, I never thought LeBron had heart. I never thought he could even stand up to Jordan's level. I know he tries. He moved around other teams that were pretty much already established, all those things just to try to get a championship. And he did win the championships that he won. But, his show is going to stop soon. Once he retires, all the other stories will start coming out about everything. And that's the beautiful thing about everything. People, they'll ride the wave with you. Gotta be careful, because once that wave crashes, once it's gone, they're gonna start speaking the truth. And one thing I can say, the Michael Jordans, the Kobe Bryants, everybody knew they were straight killers. They weren't trying to be cool with you. They were trying to kill you in the game. So all you people out there that are trying to say this game is this or that, and LeBron James and all these things, nah, you weren't no killer. I even think about AI, why everybody loved AI so much. Man, because he was small and attacked all the time, and still had fun, did what he did, but still played with his heart out. So that's all I got to say, man. Your boy GTO, man. Vibes with GTO. Yeah.